2018 BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo. 2018 BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo Review. The 3 Series GT occupies an intriguing middle ground among sportiness, luxury and versatility. 4.5-star overall score. The 2018 BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo is surely an interesting blend of vehicle traits. It's not a crossover, but it really comes with all-wheel drive plus a slightly elevated seating position. It offers more cargo capacity compared to a 3 Series wagon and even more rear legroom compared to a BMW X3, yet most would say it handles like a sedan. If you will get past the slightly awkward proportions of 3 Series GT, it begins to appear like a best of all worlds vehicle. There's strong turbocharged acceleration even through the base 330i's 4-cylinder engine and lots of buttery smooth thrust when you opt for the 340i having its turbo inline 6-cylinder. All models are available standard with BMW's xDrive for all-season traction. So which are the shortcomings? Well, ultimately these series-based X3 SUV continues to have more cargo room and a ground clearance, as well as the smaller sedan and wagon variants deliver a lot of the crisp handling that BMWs are recognized for. However, we feel those things matter under the Gran Turismo's report on standard equipment, which doesn't include basic luxury level items, for instance keyless entry and adjustable lumbar support. At this price, those features must be included. What's new? Changes to the 3 Series Gran Turismo are pretty minor for 2018. A rear-view camera has become standard together with BMW's connected drive services, and BMW's iDrive interface continues to be upgraded for the latest 6.0 version, with new navigation, if equipped, and touchscreen technology. BMW also has shuffled throughout the availability of many of the Gran Turismo's optional content. The turbocharged 4-cylinder engine powering the 330i is sufficiently powerful in addition to fuel efficient. It's the engine we'd recommend, although the turbo inline 6-cylinder within the 340i is fairly a gem. A problem with the Gran Turismo, and plenty of other BMW models, can be an odd deficiency of some key standard features. Add the convenience package at least to get keyless entry and power lumbar support. And for iPhone users, you may forego the expensive navigation option and choose Apple CarPlay. Trim levels and features. The 2018 BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo will come in two trim levels, 330i xDrive and 340i xDrive. All-wheel drive plus an 8-speed automatic transmission come standard on both. The main difference is underneath the hood. The 330i packs a turbocharged 2.0-litre 4-cylinder, 248 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, as well as the 340i upgrades with the turbocharged 3.0-litre inline 6-cylinder, 320 horsepower, 330 pounds-feet. The Gran Turismo 330i xDrive isn't overflowing with standard luxuries, nonetheless it does include 18-inch alloy wheels, with all-season run flat tires, LED headlights, automatic wipers, power folding and auto-dimming side mirrors, a panoramic sunroof as well as a power liftgate. Interior highlights include dual-zone automatic climate control, power-adjustable sport front seats, driver seat memory settings, simulated leather upholstery, a rear-view camera, 40/20/40 split folding rear seat backs as well as an auto-dimming rear-view mirror. On the technology front, the 330i comes standard with Bluetooth, BMW's iDrive infotainment interface, a 6.5-inch display, BMW connected services, plus a 9-speaker stereo audio with a CD player, HD radio, an auxiliary audio jack as well as a USB port. An optional convenience package, be aware that BMW calls its packages tiers, adds keyless ignition and entry, power lumbar support and satellite radio. The 340i xDrive gets the above equipment together with convenience package as standard. Selecting the premium package for either model adds heated front seats, a navigation system, a more substantial 8.8-inch display, a head-up display, and BMW remote services, taking into account remote-controlled functions throughout the mobile app. The next stage up could be the executive tier. It includes a surround view parking camera system, adaptive full LED headlights with automatic high beams, leather upholstery, Be Sure You instrument cluster, and BMW's parking assistant that helps guide you into parking spaces. You may add the M Sport design package, either two of the top two tiers. It offers many different sport-themed interior trim treatments, an aerodynamic body kit, BMW's Shadow Line exterior trim, and M controls, along with an option to add the adaptive M suspension. For added safety, take into account the driver assistance package. It includes lane departure warning, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, a drowsy driver warning system, plus a speed limit display. Standalone selections for the Gran Turismo include 19-inch wheels, a heated leader, heated rear seats, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, Apple CarPlay, and wireless charging, having a Wi-Fi hotspot. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically is available in multiple versions, although trim levels share many aspects. The S with this review provide our full test on the 2014 BMW 328iX Drive Gran Turismo, turbo 2.0 liters inline-4, 8-speed automatic, AWD. Note, since this test was conducted, the actual 3 Series Gran Turismo is revised, including new engines introduced in 2017. Our findings remain broadly applicable for this year's 3 Series Gran Turismo, though do not forget that the 4-cylinder engine inside the 328i rated here generates slightly less horsepower and torque than one found inside 2018 330i. Driving. Don't allow the Gran Turismo's 4.4-inch longer wheelbase versus the series sedans, elevated seating position, or hatchback body style fool you. This is still a real performance machine. It's a joy to operate a vehicle with plenty of seat of the pants. Think boosts the motorist's confidence. Acceleration. The turbo 4-cylinder's instant on low-end torque makes this engine terrific. Acceleration out and about or at highway cruising speeds is effortless. The 8-speed automatic is smooth and smart, holding gears nicely in the event it needs to. Braking. In our Panics top brake test, the Gran Turismo posted average results. For typical use, we found the brakes for being predictably linear and noteworthy in most situations, without having detectable fade after hard driving, without grabbiness in daily driving. Steering. Excellent feedback from the wheel with natural weighting. It's not as precise as BMW's previous hydraulic setup, but it really is exceptionally good where electric assist systems go. This car goes wherever you point it. Handling. Partially caused by our test car's optional adaptive suspension dampers, this wagon crossover WD thing still acts such as a BMW. It's nimble and willing on curvy roads, but for giving an easy drive an automobile on long highway slogs. Drivability. The engine stop-start product is more intrusive as opposed to runners and can turn off too quickly, including when turning close to red. The gas pedal may be lurchy in sport mode. Comfort mode replaces this with dullness. The cruise control is fantastic at holding a collection speed. Comfort. Especially with this test car's optional adaptive shock absorbers, the Gran Turismo deftly balances comfort and driving performance. It's remarkably quiet, too. Seat comfort. The optional front sport seats have firm cushions, but seatback bolstering is substantial, along with the leather is grippy. The front armrests have good padding and they are positioned well. The rear seat cushions are even firmer compared to fronts, along with the seat back angle is a little too upright. Ride comfort. With the difficult sidewalls with the standard run-flat tires, no person will call the GT cushy. But the optional adaptive suspension helps greatly. Smaller ripples will get their way in the cabin, even so the big bumps stay out. Noise and vibration. Other than obvious tire noise when driving over expansion joints, it is a truly quiet car with nearly zero wind noise. The engine just isn't as smooth as BMW's classic six-cylinder. At higher speeds, some engine noise does creep to the cabin. Climate control. The dual-zone climate control has simple dials and buttons, as well as in typical BMW fashion. It is all totally easy for the driving force or front passenger to arrive at. Interior. High-quality materials combine using a thoughtful, if plain, design to earn this car top scores. The small interior cubbies and bins might be of some concern, though the Gran Turismo comprises for this with laudable cargo capacity. Ease of usage. Well-organized controls are super easy to use, as well as the iDrive infotainment system is very intuitive despite its complex menus. The rocker change to alter the drive modes is conveniently located next to your gear selector, where it's not hard to see and access. Getting in, getting out. The front doors open wide, and there is little chance hitting the head on the roof. There also isn't everything to catch the feet up on. The rear doors are small but open nearly 90 degrees. The entryway isn't large, so you have to duck a bit to acquire in and out. Driving position. A standard tilt and telescoping steering column and highly adjustable seats allow just about anyone to find a comfortable driving position. And because on the GT's extra rear legroom, taller drivers won't feel unhealthy stretching out. Roominess. Front headroom and door side elbow room tend to be more than adequate. Rear headroom is tight due for the sloping roof. Even so, the GT has 4.1 inches more rear legroom than a series sedan, and that is a difference your passengers will notice. Visibility. The windshield pillars get thick toward the lower, causing some side view obstruction. The left side, over-the-shoulder lane check is problematic, as may be the big rear three-quarter blind spot. Quality. The GT is solidly built and boasts excellent materials and precise engineering. No gimmicks. However, we did notice one occasional dash rattle inside our test car. Utility. Another strong suit to the Gran Turismo. There's a shortage of handy nooks for stashing smaller items, a standard BMW shortcoming, but the Series GT compensates featuring its capacious and user-friendly cargo hold. Small item storage. As in lots of BMWs, small item storage area isn't generous. There's a tiny front bin along with a small center bin, and also the cup holders lack anti-tip features. Minimalism may be beautiful, but with this case it comes down at the cost of convenience. Cargo space. You'll find helpful pull handles inside the trunk to lower the rear seat backs. The 24.6 cubic foot trunk is narrow but deep, having a perfect loading height. The liftgate opens high for ample head clearance. Technology. Our experiences while using new iDrive 6.0 system in other BMWs are already primarily positive. The menus may be rather extensive, but iDrive gives a convenient solution to navigate through them. Apple CarPlay can also be a welcome option, plus the active driver aids can beat most. Long-term road test. To find out about the BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo on this generation, watch our updates from your full year of living, which has a 2014 BMW 328iX Drive Gran Turismo. We cover many methods from seat comfort to real-world fuel economy. Please observe that the 2018 BMW 330iX Drive Gran Turismo differs from our long-term 328iX Drive Gran Turismo since it receives a new, more powerful four-cylinder engine. It's the same generation, though, so the vast majority of our observations still apply.